Welcome back everyone. It has been quite a while. We've got Blackpool, never actually did a video on that. Just there's so much shit going on at the moment, I just don't have time to do these videos. I've just come back from Bristol gaming market. Literally that was yesterday. So yeah, I thought I'd quickly do this video. Got some stuff to show you, some alright stuff. I think I'll start with Blackpool. So if what I can remember anyway. So Blackpool, the chaos. Never been before. I wasn't sure what to expect from Blackpool. It was okay. I thought it was alright. So I thought before on the way there, I thought, oh, I'll hit as many CXs and gaming shops as possible. Obviously that turned into fucking chaos straight away because we got up late. So I think we hit Nottingham about 10 o'clock. There was a couple of games in CX I was interested in. One was, I think, Batman and Robin for the Mega Drive. So quite a sought after title. Man, it was fucked. It was really fucked. I think it was no manual, water damage case, and the label had been ripped off, so I was just like, God damn, that's fucked. What else did they have? They had another game actually, I can't remember what it was. It was a SNES game and it was fucked, absolutely knackered. The box was just being held together by, I don't even know what it was being held together by, but I was just thinking surely they should have gone unbox price on that. But hey, I don't work at CX. So anyway, yeah, so I had some breakfast and then off to the next place, and I can't remember what the next place was. I think it was about an hour drive from there. And on the website they had a box Jaguar advertised. And I've been looking for one. They've had a few in my local ones. The first one was unboxed price, but it had the box, but the box was like fucked. And at the time, the price was still about 110. And I was just a bit like, I'm in an RN, thought, I could get it and just have it as a placeholder, maybe get a better box. And then my other one got one in, and again the box was, I think it was about 140 boxed price. And again the box was better than the first one, but you're paying another 30 quid, I wanted a bit better box. So I got there, I thought, the box is probably going to be fucked again, I probably ain't going to get it. I did get it, and here it is. So this was £140, and yeah, is actually in very nice condition. There's a little dinghy there. The only thing wrong with the box, apart from a bit of wear and tear around the edges, is the bottom there's faded. But you're never going to see that. It's just going to be, if I have it on display, it's just going to be standing up like that. Or I'll just put it light down like that. So now the console and the contents all mint, and I really can't bother to get it out. I know I should really get out and show you, but also it says here Cybermorph game included, which I believe was the packing title for quite a lot of these. And normally CX take it out and they'll sell it separately. They do on all consoles. It came bundled with a game. They'll sell the game separately. And I think it's only a £5 game, but it is actually in there, so that's quite nice. One thing I didn't know about the Jaguar, because I've only just tested this recently. When I was testing all my stuff for Bristol, I thought I'd give this a quick go. I didn't know you needed the game in the console for it to even power on. I was just like, it's fucking broke. It's broke. It's not broke. That's just how it is. Cybermorph, probably one of the worst games I've ever played. It is so bad. I can't believe that's the packing title they went with. Cybermorph. It's so bad. I mean, I have heard horror stories about how bad it was, but when I played it, I was just like, this is god awful. So I did have a quick go on Rayman though. What a fantastic game that is for the Jaguar. The whether it's better than the PlayStation version, yeah. A lot of people say it's got better colours, because it's got a better colour palette, the Jaguar. But there's levels missing from the Jaguar version. I don't know if it's due to the cartridge size or what. But yeah, fantastic game. Controls a bit clunky. I'd say the PS1 pad's probably slightly better for that. But say the pad, I don't actually mind the pad. I know a lot of people say, oh, shit. No, I quite like it. I like the overlay thing. I thought that was pretty cool. That's also in there for Cybermorph. So yeah, it's got the instructions as well. So that was a nice find. Say, paid credit for that. I'd just been building up some credit from like charity shop stuff. I actually got some charity shop stuff here to show you, which is going to CX literally after this video. So yeah. So anyway, on with the story, Blackpool. So yeah, we got that. Then we went for some lunch. And I was like, plenty of time. Because I was then going to go to Bolton. And they had a copy of Kilo Flying Squadron 2 for 220 quid. At the time I had the credit. And I so we got back in the car, started driving. I just thought, I think it's the M6. We hit the M6 and the fucking traffic was just at a standstill. And the sat-nav doesn't help because it's like, save 5 minutes and this quicker route. And you're like, yeah, whatever. And it's just like sends you off through some town, which is like, it's rush hour. Because it was Friday, so and I was getting more and more angrier. I don't like sitting in traffic. Oh, no one likes sitting in traffic. So I think we got there. I mean, I think it took an extra hour and a half from when we left, the time in the corner on the sat-nav. And it took another hour and a half to get there. So by the time we got there, everyone was there. And everyone was pretty well watered, you could say. Plenty of drinks had been flowing. So yeah, we parked up at the hotel, quickly got dressed and went over to the Norbreck. Oh my god, the Norbreck. The place just needs demolishing and starting again, really, doesn't it? It's I've heard some horror stories about that place. So yeah, so I'm going to mention some names. I'm probably going to forget to mention someone. I do apologise. So yeah, got in the bar, met Tootie and Rob straight away. Tootie's the one who persuaded me to go to Blackpool. I know why I'm wafting a pen round. Then I met Glory Hunter, 82, great guy. Actually, he lives really close to me and we've never actually met, which is weird because I know he goes to the car boots, I do. And when he's in his videos, he's talking about places. I'm thinking, I know where that place is. Or he'll say, he'll talk about a rare item in CX or something. And I'll be like, I fucking saw that in CX. So we've never actually bumped into each other. So it was great to meet you. Gareth from the Man Cave. Always nice to have a chat with you. Who else was there? Pete, old school variety face. Nice to meet you, as always. Who else was that? Oh, I'm going to forget someone. Oh, yeah. I'm going to butcher his name now. It's I can never fucking pronounce it. Cojones Deloro. I think that's it. I think I said it right. Had a chat with you. That was nice to meet you. Without further ado, Retro Mike, great guy. Again, nice to meet you. Dana, surprise. Wasn't expecting to see you there. Sort of a well, I think he said he wasn't going to go, but then yeah. So I mean, you probably all know this anyway because you've probably watched everyone else's video. This is just late to I'm just late to the party. On a retro tip, Pete, nice to meet you as well. The one thing I will say about them, Rebecca, the drinks are cheap. It's like £2.50 a pint. I mean, it's the like worst fucking lager you can drink in the world, but you know, I suppose what are you gonna do? So yeah, that was the first night. I think we went back to the hotel about 10 o'clock. I know there was a bit of a commotion in the Norbreck I heard about. I won't go into that. But yeah, that was a funny story. So yeah, so I went to the hotel, woke up the next day. I was unsure on what time this event started because I had a press ticket. So I'm not sure. It was actually Tootie who was like, just fill out this form and see if they send you one. So, and they did. They sent me and Amanda 2 press tickets. So again, I wasn't sure if you could get in early with that. And I spoke to the chap on the door who was getting up the thing. He says, oh, you can get in 15 minutes early. I was like, 15 fucking minutes? Are they fucking shitting me? So I waited around till like 1:45, go in there, and fucking Stuart's already in there. Like, I was like, how did you get in? I just walked in. I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah, like I say, don't know how I got this press ticket, so I just apply. I wasn't expecting to get it, but I got it. So that's quite nice. So, lots of arcade machines. I mean, what can I say? My childhood wasn't really... I wasn't really brought up in the arcades. It sort of died off by the time... I mean, they used to have them in, like, Hollywood Bowl and stuff like that, but there was never an actual arcade. Not where I lived, anyway. So... the best I'd get was like you go in the pub and there'd be like a little shitty arcade machine in the corner. So, I'm not saying I'm not interested by them, because I'd love some in my house. Probably the ones from more my era, like the gun shooting ones. They were quite popular. I remember that's what used to be in Hollywood Bowl anyway. Time Crisis 2, House of the Dead, obviously them ones. But what I did actually, we went straight to the trading hall to see if I can get a couple of bargains. A lot of stalls not overpriced, but you know, they knew the prices basically. They've got to pay for the stall and stuff. They're not cheap tables, and I know that from standing at places, well, not places like that, but like gaming markets. I think they're about 200 something quid for one table, and that's not very big. You don't get much on one table. So I had a quick look around in there. Didn't really pick much up. I did pick up this. I actually looked at this, walked off, checked CX. So I paid 50 for it. I'll open it while I'm talking. Paid 50 for it. It's, I'm going to say 30 quid on CX, but Mint one's 90 quid. And when I saw it, I was like, fucking hell, that is... Like, normally there's probably like £10 difference, £10 less, depending on the game. I suppose the rarer you go, the bigger the gap's going to be. Just showed it you then, I just saw it. But anyway, the game is Ultima 4 for the Master System. So I paid 50 quid for it. It is in pristine condition, pretty much. It's got that bobbly, let's see it just there, where the case goes a bit wobbly. But say the contents, minter, and the map, obviously, that's the key ingredient. Something else in there. Not actually looked at this. I think it's just a poster, one of them Mega Drive posters. Yeah. Fucking hell, I can't get it out. Yeah, just a poster, just that advertisement poster. Yeah, and actually when I went back, the chap was like, oh, we've just checked that on CX and it's 90 quid for a Mint one. You can just see there, look. It's got that ripple effect. Yeah. And he was just saying how his mate was like, oh, we should put it on a Facebook group for 80. But yeah, I was just like, quick, pay the man. Amanda, give me the money, quick, pay the man, and we'll go. Like I said, could have waited for CX, tried to get a boxed one for like 30 quid, and just hoped that it was in good condition. But I thought the chance of that coming up with the map in that nice condition is just, chances are it's never going to happen. So just thought, fuck it, I'll just buy it. At least I bought something from there, you could say. So yeah, so after that we sort of went round the arcade machines. They had a lot of consoles set up. Now I've played most of the consoles out there, but there was a couple I've never actually played. Vectrex, quite interesting. The game, which I think was it just the packing game on there? I can't remember. It was like a shooting game. Wasn't that interesting. I hear there's far better games on the Vectrex. But yeah, I had a quick go on that. The screen is fantastic on them. I hope to get one day. What else did I play on? I had a quick go on Three Dirty Dwarfs on the Sega Saturn. They had that set up. That's quite a good game. Graphics are quite nice. Again, it's one of those quite sought after games, but quite nice to play. So I know when I buy that one, I'm not just buying a pile of shit for over 100 quid. I know actually I'm buying actually quite a good game. They had a Halo thing set up, like a Link thing that was quite interesting. I'm trying to think of something arcade. They had a lot of pinball set up. Well, I will say, by the time like half an hour into the event, you could not get on anything. So yeah, I was just sort of like, I don't really want to stand around waiting for stuff. I think I went to Time Crisis 2. Me and Amanda could go on that. House of the Dead. They had a sit down outrun cab, I want to say. So you couldn't get near that one. There's just people everywhere. There was one next to that though. I can't remember what it's called. It was sort of the same thing. So it was, the outrun was the one which actually tilts and stuff. So you couldn't get on that. There was one next to it. I want to say it was just sort of like a racing game. But man, that churns my stomach going on that. Whew! It was quite interesting. Man, I'd go on the dance one, I think. That was quite popular. Loads of people around that. And then, yeah, lots of classic arcade machines. So, yeah, sort of interested me a little bit, you know. So, like I say, I'm more into the shooting games. But, yeah. So, after that, we went off into Blackpool for a bit. Spoke to Tootie and that on the bar. They'd already set up camp in the bar. But I thought I'd go into Blackpool because I wanted to go to CX, see what they had. So we went into Blackpool, had some lunch and stuff, went to CX. Nothing really that interesting in there. I think they had a Halo Reach Xbox with 2 pads. It's like a silver one for, I want to say 60, was it 70 quid? Quite cheap. But the box was fucked, so I was just like, nah, not bothered with that. But what I did get was this. And it's a game I already got, but I thought I'd get the collector's edition of it. And I think this retailed at £99. But they had it in there for 105. And I know for a fact it's quite hard to get hold of. It's in pretty good, nice condition. I think it's gone up to 110 now. But it is Persona 5 Take Your Heart Premium Edition. Because this sleeve's very good condition. I actually took the sticker off, but I didn't take the sticker off the back. Yeah, so that sleeve's the thing which gets damaged the most. And then we've got the actual contents. So this box is good condition. So first we get this bag thing. I'm going to say it's like one you use in the game. As it walks around, the cat sits in it. Morgana, the cat, sits in it. And I've got the normal version. I've probably spoken about it before. I think I showed it. I got it for Christmas. It is a fantastic game. Whether it's better than the 4, I'm not sure. I think I've got to play a bit more of it really. I think I'm about 50 hours in, which is probably, I'm going to say I'm probably not even halfway. So then we've actually got the Morgana plush there. It's quite nice. Soundtrack. I'm very interested to listen to that because I don't think it's a full soundtrack, but the music in Persona is fantastic. So I wouldn't mind getting the full. I know you can get it on vinyl, so I'm quite interested. I've actually got some vinyl pickups to show you. So yeah, the soundtrack, so that'll be quite interesting. Now the game, but this is actually the steelbook, so I wonder what's on the inside. Yeah, so like I say, really nice condition. Probably going to sell my normal version. So you can still get a good 25 quid for it, because it's just one of those games which holds its value nicely. And then last, we've got Persona 5 art book. I've actually already got an art book for Persona 5, but yeah, it's quite nice. So that was 105. I'm sure it retailed for 99, or was it 79? I can't remember. The problem with collector's editions, they're too expensive nowadays. Like, what was the Fallout 76? It's like 175 quid. And the game's supposed to be absolute shine. Especially empty. I know that's the whole point. Sort of for Fallout, like big barren wasteland with like stuff to explore, but I suppose it's just boring and shit. But so I've not played it, so I can't comment on that. So yeah, so grabbed that from there, and then we went back to the Norbreck. And obviously everyone was still in the same positions we left them like 4 hours previous. But I suppose that's what it is for most people. Just you just go to meet people and have a chat. It's not, the event's just there. Not really there for the event as such, if you know what I mean. So there was talk of a after party, and if you got a press pass, I don't know why I put my press pass, you could go in and basically play the arcade machines. So I was like, oh, that's quite interested in that. And they're supposed to also have food and stuff. I think if you had a table as well in the vending hall, you can look around as well, which is quite nice, I suppose. Because if you're standing behind a stall all day, you know, it'd be quite nice just to go around on them. So yeah, so we drank some beers, and then we were speaking to Mike, without further ado, Retro, and on a retro tip, Pete, about getting some food. And I think Mike and a couple of other lads went off to Toby Carvery, and then me, Amanda, Pete, and a couple of other chaps, we followed them in a taxi, and then they texted us going, don't bother coming, there's no tables. So we ended up going to an Indian. I quite like Indian. But this is where the story gets interesting. So we're sitting there eating, chatting, and who should walk through the door? Shem Yuso and Adam Korolik, I think that's his name. And I'd seen him walking around earlier, and I kept meaning to speak to him, and I just kept going a bit shy. I know that sounds stupid, because he's not even like, he's not famous. He's just a basic American YouTuber. I think he's got 100,000 subs, so, but subs is nothing really. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they sat like right next to us, and he sat right next to me. I was like, oh my god. So I got started speaking to Adam. It's actually a really nice chap to speak to. I was speaking about Dreamcast, obviously, Wii U, just pretty much anything. Because obviously, I actually called him. I asked him what part of Canada he lived, what part of Canada he's from, and he's like, I'm not Canadian. I was just like, oh, okay. So I was like, he's actually from Chicago, a land of the pizza. Chicago town deep dish. So yeah, that was quite an interesting chat. I asked him what he was going to be talking about in his retro in the Dreamcast talk the next day. I was still unsure at the point where I was going to go to it, and he was just like, oh, I'm not really sure at the moment. So but yeah, really nice chap. I'm sure you've all seen his channel. I believe he does a few different channels, but I think his actual channel is Adam Corey, is more of his sort of personal one. But yeah, he knows his stuff, to be fair. I'll give him that, to be fair. So yeah, so the next day rolls around. I caught up with Tootie and Rob in the hotel. I think they drank a little bit too much the night before. Oh no, that's not the end of it. We went back to the Norbreck after the meal, and we went in the after party, and actually went on some of the machines I couldn't get on. So we went out of the Outrun one. I'm trying to think of the ones I couldn't get on. There was a Crazy Taxi one. Crazy Taxi, that was awesome. That's a weird one. It's like a stand-up one. It's quite interesting. Whether they ever did like a sit-down one, like Outrun. I think they had an Outrun 2 one. No, Sega Rally, that's it. Sega Rally went on that one. That was quite popular in the daytime. Loads of pinball machines. What's that pinball machine? I should know it because it's my favourite pinball machine. I can't remember. Can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, that was it's just nice to walk around, and there was literally no one in there. I think there was a few of the bigger YouTubers milling around. I think Slopes Games Room, Kim Justice, Can't really think of anything. Not really interested in speaking to them. You know, not that I got anything against them, just not really interested in speaking to them. So yeah, actually I think he was doing the DJing. DJ Slopes. Is he a real DJ? Maybe. So yeah, and then the next day, I went to the car boot. That's what I should have said, but I forgot, so I'm saying it now. And I'm going to show you a video of all the stuff I got from the car boot. Wasn't sure if I was going to go. Say I drank quite a lot the night before, so I didn't really want to be over the limit. But I woke up, felt fine, so hit up a local car boot. I think it was the last one of the season, and this is what I got. How's it going, everyone? So this is the stuff I got from Blackpool car boot. Wii stuff. Yeah, turns out in Blackpool they like Wii stuff, I guess, because this is pretty much all I saw, apart from a few crappy 360 games. Yeah, so this was it said £20, so I had a quick look at it. The Mario disc was actually not in there. She said it was in the console. Turns out it was, luckily. And the two battery Wiimotes, the batteries had leaked like everywhere. The silicon cases there were just like covered in battery acid. So I used that to my advantage and said we'd take 15. She said, yeah, that's fine. So I've cleaned them up and yeah, they work fine. That's just a box of that. So that there is from the box, obviously. So yeah, for 15 quid, not bad. Oh, I got the balance board as well. I think CX are giving a £5 trade on them. I believe certain stores won't take them though, because they've got too many of them, they can't shift them. I was speaking to Tootie and Rob about that. We were saying, why do they trade in for a £5 then? Sure, they should trade in for like a fucking penny, just to stop people bringing them in. But hey, yeah, whatever. So yeah, after that, if I pan up a bit and go across, we got another Wii bundle. So this was, I was just about to leave as well, £10. Actually, Amanda pointed it out, because originally there was just these on the floor. So there's two balance boards there, and I could have picked them up, but I thought I can't really bother to haul them around the fucking car boot, or take them to CX on the off chance they won't take them. So I already had one in my car, so anyway, another one. But we walked around a bit more, and then there was a bag on the floor with the Wii in. I believe she's just got it out. Yeah, so actually Amanda pointed that out, so, you know, thank you, Amanda. That disc was in it, unfortunately. I was opening Mario Kart, hence the 4 wheels, 2 official, 1 unofficial one. But yeah, no problem there. Now, when I looked in the bag originally, there was only 2 Wiimotes in there. But when I got home, there was 2 actually in the Wiimote controllers, in the steering wheels. So I was like, holy shit. So that's pretty nice. Because then I think they're still £10 trading. So it's quite nice. Whoever had this obviously liked Mario Kart, I guess. The 4 Wiimotes and stuff. Nunchuck. Oh, the other one, that there actually doesn't have a nunchuck, but I've got plenty of spares for that. So some excellent fodder there. I mean, just the Wiimotes alone, the extra Wiimotes, talking £40 trading. The Mario games, 10. Even the steering wheels are about £1 trading, 80p, something like that. So yeah, pretty cool. And the last thing I got over there is one of them Beat Mania joysticks for the PS1. Now, I don't think it's worth an awful lot. Let me grab it. Yeah. But I've never actually seen one before in person, so yeah. It'd be pretty cool to give this a try. This was actually the first thing I bought. It was on sort of they looked like a dealer. They were like the first stall at the car boot. And I was just a bit like, yeah, okay, how much is this going to be? It was like 50p, so whether it works, I don't know, but it's actually still, whether that's the original tie it came with, but yeah. So, 50p. Yeah, I don't know, I don't think there's much in it, but value-wise, but it's cool to actually see one for once. So yeah, pretty cool. So, I'm going to leave you now and go back to me talking in front of my shelf or wherever I am. Goodbye! So I was going to go to the Dreamcast talk thing and then I didn't bother in the end, so I think we went back in the event, had a quick go on a couple of the arcade machines, but when I went in the night before and you could go on anything, sort of didn't really need to go on anything else, so we left there. I think we left about 11 o'clock, say. So sorry if I didn't see you or say bye to you, I do apologise. Yeah, so drove home. That was the event, really. But yeah, it's great. It was great to meet everyone, chat to them. And yeah, will I be going next year? Maybe. I think they're moving it from the Norbreck to the Winter Gardens, and they should, because the Norbreck is a shithole. Fucking place needs knocking down. So yeah, what shall I talk about next? Bristol. So I went to Bristol Gaming Market because a lot of people had said, oh, the one in the summer was like crazy busy, and I thought, oh, you know, might be worth having a little table there selling some of my tat, some of my extras and stuff. So I booked 2 tables, 60 quid a pop, so we paid 120 quid for these tables, so I'm already down a fair substantial amount. So they keep putting the price of these tables up, and eventually they're just going to get to the point where no, people are just going to be like, I don't want to pay that for a table. And then I've got petrol and stuff like that as well. So I'm probably already 150 quid down on the table and stuff. And then I've got what the stuff cost me to get back. And then, I mean, I did make money. I think Doncaster, I think I'm just going to stick to Doncaster. It's probably, I think it was like 2.5 hours to Bristol in the morning, and it's probably an hour and a half to Doncaster, so it's an hour less. I get an hour in bed less, an hour more in bed, and I just seem to sell more at Doncaster. So it's weird. There's like, Amanda went out and there wasn't really any like posters up or anything, which I thought was weird. Maybe there was. We didn't see any. Which is, maybe they just thought the last one was that busy that they didn't really need to advertise it that much. Or maybe it was, say we didn't see anything, any signs or anything out. Sold a lot of, not high-end stuff, but, you know, a couple of high-end bits. First thing, I think because they had the early access pass thing. Just grab a drink. Yeah, had that. I think there's a £5 to get in early. So I sold a lot of high-end stuff, first thing. I spoke to a couple of vendors, some other fellow collectors. And I thought my stuff was quite cheap, but first thing, quite busy, sold quite a few biggish bits. One thing for over 100 quid, so that probably saved the day. And then it's just sort of slowly just dropped off, and the last few hours I was just selling like, didn't really sell anything over a tenner. So I have a little tub full of like tatty key rings and shit, you know, just selling like tons and tons of them, say. But I suppose all the bigger collectors came in the one. I didn't really see any, like, wasn't really anywhere to eat, so there's no bar. So I think the good thing about Doncaster is you can piss off, go get a few beers and stuff, sit around, have a burger, and then you can go back to the venue and have another look round. But there, it's just sort of like, so I don't know the location very well, but didn't seem anywhere to go, you could say. So just I thought, maybe people can't bother to come back in, like just have a quick look around and go. Not sure. And the worst thing about the events is always packing up for the end, because no matter how well you pack stuff up, you can never get back in the car how I had it. Probably because you're tired, you just want to get home, you launch it all back in. But yeah, saw Mike there, without further ado, Retro. Had a quick chat with him. Who else did I see? Oh, I can't remember. Rich King Retro was there. I'm stalling out. Dana, so yeah, a nice speaking to you. Who else was there? There was a couple of chaps. Sorry, I can't remember who it was. But yeah. So, like I say, I'm going to stick to Doncaster. Yeah, probably for the best, really. The original and best Doncaster. The video game market. I think there's one in 2 weeks, and I was thinking about getting a stall, and just thought, I can't be bothered. It's just, well, I've got so much stuff. I should really do it, but I don't want to pay for 2 tables again. So I might just do 1 table and just selectively pick certain stuff to take, maybe. I suppose my car's big enough so I could just take everything again and just try and stack it around. You know, I might take an extra table and just try and set it up while they're not looking. Don't know. We'll see. So anyway, that's enough waffling, because I've got a couple more bits to show you. A lot of eBay stuff, a couple of Facebook bits, 1 Facebook thing. I did that actually. I saw this on Facebook. I actually noticed, is it Pete Coombs? Put a picture up of all these. So it's like a subset. It's the Acclaim sort of white disc promo Dreamcast games. So I've got Bust a Move here. I think I've got Dead or Alive in there. Of this Dead or Alive, I've got a wrestling game as well. Not sure they got white discs though. I think they're like just the standard versions. So not sure. I think that was like $5. I think it was Mark Capwell or something. I think that was his name. But yeah. So nothing special, just a part of a subset, you could say. Slowly going for them. Right. That is everything off. Yeah, just that 1 Facebook pickup. Lots of eBay now. Fucking eBay. Yeah, so not selling anything on eBay. I refuse to sell anything on eBay anymore. I've been picking lots of stuff up. So, picked up these 2 games. Actually, funny, a couple of days after I picked these up, it was announced that they're going bust, so that might give you a clue who it is. But it's 2 PS Vita games. It is The Walking Dead Season 2 and 1. See, I should have done 1 and then 2 there. But yeah, 1 and 2 only came out in America with the physical. I think you can probably download them over here, just on the store. But yeah, nice to have a physical one. I think I paid 30 quid for both of them, which is actually a good price. So you're not going to find them in CX or anywhere like that. So 30 quid. First one's probably my favourite, one of my favourites. Second one's still pretty good. Yeah, I think the first one's slightly better than the second one. 2 more Vita games here, lots of Vita actually, tons of Vita. In fact, there's something else somewhere. Oh no, it's not. So these are on auction, these 2 games. They are East Asia Soft games, so I believe they only sell them on Play Asia. So, but I've looked into buying some of these, and after you pay import tax, because it's Play Asia. Play Asia used to be great back in the day, because you could just buy whatever you want and it would always get through customs without paying anything. And now it just doesn't happen, and you can pay the import fees up front, and I believe then you don't have to pay a handling fee through Royal Mail. Fuck Royal Mail doing that. £8 handling fee for what? But yeah, these are on auction. Can't remember roughly the price. I think I paid 20 for one and about 24 for the other. But so I looked into buying these, and they were working out about 35 each after import tax. So not these ones specifically, but just other ones in this sort of series. Not series, but these East Asia Soft Vita games. So the first up is, and hopefully I can say this, Semi-Spheres, I believe it's called. It comes in this these nice little boxes. It's got a art book soundtrack, I want to say, in there. So quite nice. Well packed in the box these came, so no damage came to them. So that's quite nice. And then this one, okay, the Tachyon Project. Again, same sort of style, same sort of box. Yeah, so okay, just the game you get a certificate and the game soundtrack. So no art book, just the soundtrack basically. So yeah, just nice to get. So again, you're not going to find them really anywhere over here. So it's either you buy them off PlayAsia or you just wait to see if someone gets them and then decides to get rid of them through eBay for an alright price or auction. Normally I don't win auctions. Normally I just get outbid at the last minute. So that's quite nice. Another American game. It's a reoccurring trend here. Vita game. If I know I can get it in CX, a chance are I won't buy it from anywhere but CX because I just think, yeah, voucher. But this is this is another one which came out only digitally over here. So, and I think it was about 10 quid, I want to say. But it's Conceptions 2. I believe it's about making babies. It's like an RPG about, yeah. I think I did actually play the demo of that. It's weird. It's a typical Atlas game. That's that. Last one. Fucking eBay, this one. Another thing is he sent that in a fucking bit of like tissue paper. I was like, what the fuck? They had like loads of feedback as well. So again, I saw this on PlayAsia. I believe it was 55 quid, and I thought, not paying that. Then one came up on UK eBay for £60 buy it now, and I was like, nah. And then about a week later, it was £50 buy it now, and then it was £40 buy it now, and I just offered him 35 quid for it, and he said, yeah. Well, what annoys me the most is in the auction, he says, everything is in pristine condition. Well, let me tell you, it was not in pristine condition when I got it, because you posted it in a padded fucking bag, you fucking Mongol. But anyway, it is Deathmark limited edition for PlayStation VR, and you can probably see that side's probably the better one. But well, it actually looks all right. But a bit of damage here, yeah, there, and just along the edges, just been looks like something's been dropped on it. And it's a shame as well because it's quite nice. Another thing is the sleeve is too big for the actual box. So I've put this little bit of cardboard in there just to pack it out. But yeah, it's got the soundtrack, art book, and the game in there. I'll show you what I mean. Here, look. It's too big. So it probably didn't help being in a padded bag. It's got crushed, basically. So I'll put my little thing back in there. Getting there. It's going to be a fucking long video again. Bought this off eBay, PS4 game. Could have bought in CX, I think it was 30 quid. This was £21.85 or something. Shop 2, and it's Dragon Crowns Pro, and I keep meaning to play this game. I've got it on PS3. Hopefully going to get it on Vita eventually. But yeah, sealed. The steelbook's like one of them 3D ones, so it's quite nice. So I might actually play that. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. You know, I ain't got much time, so I just put it on the shelf to gather dust. I don't know what crossed my mind when I bought this. So if you watched my last Pix video, I picked up that lovely Soul Sacrifice PS Vita, the ruby red one. I think it's ruby red, something like that. It's, yeah, crimson, cosmic red, I think that's the word. And before I bought that one, I had ordered another red one, and it's turned up, and turns out it's the same fucking colour. And I should have looked into this before I bought it. But yeah, I've got another cosmic red. I'm sure that's the fucking colour. Where does it tell you the colour? Oh yeah, cosmic red. Yeah, I'm sure it was a different colour, but it's not. It's the same fucking colour. So I think it ended up being about 100 quid. So it's not a terrible price. So I could get my 100 quid back easily, because it is literally in mint condition. So spending my money on shit I don't need. I know I forgot to show you the stuff I got from Bristol. Completely forgot about that. I'll show you that in a minute. Actually, I'll do it now. Dropped a boo-boo on something. I should have bought, but I didn't. So there was a store there, the Dreamcast Junkyard. Now that's a website I used to be subscribed to way back in the day, and I believe the chap was just getting rid of, I think he had a full set and he was just clearing out the filler in it basically. I think he'd had enough. Well, not enough, but just didn't want to hold on to games he was probably never going to play. But he had a lot of the American exclusives, and by American I mean English Dreamcast games which didn't come out over here basically. So these could come out, there probably is Japanese versions of these, but yeah, these are the ones we didn't get, PAL basically, but they're all English. And get me a good deal on these. There's nothing particularly great here. There's a lot of sports games, but so you don't see them very often. So first up we've got Alien Front. I believe I stuck the label of that on another one just to, I wanted to take the, okay, I'll show you this one. Is it Armada? So I got that one, Armada, that was 17, but I stuck the price off the Alien Front on there just to show you, that was 15, so that was 15. Then I've got NCC 2K College Football Rose Bowl. Now, these are all complete. Some of them, the manuals are a bit tate. They get like really bad wear there, not sure why. So 5. Bang Gunship Elite. That one's in nice condition. NHL 2K2. Could have sworn that came out of here, but I think we just got the first one. So that's 10. That was quite a late release. 2002, yeah. Demolition Racer, no exit. That one's like new. 7. NFL 2K2. Most of these 2K2 ones we didn't get. We did get NBA 2K2 because yeah, that was the last PAL game I needed. 5. Sega Smash Pack. 12. I always thought we got this one, but turns out we didn't. Matt Hoffman Pro BMX, 7 quid. And one of the more expensive ones, Max Steel, which looks like some sort of like a 3D fighting action game, adventure game. So I picked all them up first. I think that came to 95. I said, what's your best? He said 90. So I said, yeah, no problem there. But then I saw the old Alien Front, which had 15 on. Yeah, 15. And he said he did that for a tenner. So that cost 100 for all that, which I thought was a pretty good price. He had 2 more games actually I was looking at. The Ring, American exclusive one. I think he had 25 on it, and the side of the case was all faded, and it faded on the front slightly. So I was just like, 25 was a quite good price though. And I think the other one was Oogly Boogly, which one say was 17. So I was a bit like, because I'm sure I've seen that one cheaper. So left them 2, but yeah, that's most of the ones. I'm not far off getting most of the. I think there's like 20 more. That's quite a lot actually. So, and so anyway, yeah. So the next one I got, this was sort of opposite. I believe it was next to Dana's stall. There's a woman there. She sounds a bit American, I want to say. Maybe. But she had a lot of Saturn, well, a couple of Saturn bits. She had Kilo Flying Squadron 2. And it wasn't in the best condition, but it did have its manual, the case. Disc could have done with a clean. And every time I went to look at it, she wasn't at the stall. So I thought, go back. And then obviously they let people in, and I sort of forgot about it. And then someone else must have bought it. So I went over and I asked her, so how much was that? She goes, oh, 60 quid. I was just like, oh my fucking God. As I say, CX give you £133 trading for it. So dropped a boo-boo there. But I did pick this up off Saturn game. Lovely condition. 10 plus 2,000. And I paid, it says 15, paid 12 for it. Turns out, it's about 20 to £30 game, that one, in good condition. So I was like, it was a good buy actually. So yeah, that was the Bristol pickups right there. Right, charity shop, couple of, oh this, yeah. I went to CX and I nipped to the market they had going, and I saw this on a stall, GameCube pad, £1.50. So it's a legit Nintendo one, and I'm just literally, I've got a couple GameCube pads I'm going to trade in. I'm just waiting for Smash Bros to come out because I believe the price will creep up a little bit. I mean, they do give you 13 quid for a GameCube pad, so I suppose that's sort of pretty good trading already, but I feel they're going to go up a little bit more, maybe 16, 17 quid. I know it's only a couple quid more, but for, you know, I'll wait it out. I think Smash Bros comes out early December, so not long to wait now. So that's that. A couple of charity shop bits here. One real nice thing. It's a shame as well because it's missing something, but so I went to the charity shop. Picked all this up. So these were, I want to say 75p each, these games. And I've also got this Xbox controller. So nice 360 pad there. Really dirty, but actually in really nice condition. So, I mean, the batteries had leaked in there, but I think I could clean that up. So it was only £1, so I picked that up. And then I picked all these games up. Now I'll leave that one to last, because when I saw it, because they weren't on the shelf though, around the back, I said, "Do you want any game stuff?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, these have just come in." So first two I picked up were just some basically filler. Professor Layton, the Lost Future, because I need that, and the first one, the Curious Villager, and I've got all of them now. But then we've got Mario DS, and that's good trading on that one. So for 75p as well. Lego Indie, say not much in that, but it was only 75p. Ratatouille, and Wii Sports, which I'm sure is like £6 now in CX at the moment. I don't know what's going on for the hard case one. And then there's this one. And when I saw it, I was just like, and it is Pokemon Soul Silver. So I was just like, oh my god. So yeah, can't open it. So it's got all the Pokewalker and everything in there, but missing the fucking game. So the woman was like, "Oh, no game in it." She was like, "Just throw it in the bin then." I was just like, "Oh no, I'll give you 75p for it." She was like, "Oh, okay." I said a Pokewalk's in there, so I throw it away for what? So yeah, so I just need to find the cartridge and then that'll look one for the collection. Just never really picked it up because you see it everywhere and it's just overpriced. Really, I'm not sure why it's managed to get to such a stupid price, but who knows. We're nearly there. So picked up this yesterday, not yesterday, day before, sorry. I've had a quick go on it, me and Amanda. Yeah, I'm not sure on it. It's a Switch game, it's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Doubled up my Nectar points and got this for like $2.99, I think it was. It's a bit too easy, like, and I'm not really into that whole motion fucking, you can buy like that Pokeball thing and use that, but say, just use the normal controller. I'm not really into the whole motion thing. I don't really like motion controls. Like I said, it's a bit easy, it's a bit babyish. I know that's funny saying a Pokemon game is babyish, but just say 7+ on it, so I'll probably play a bit more. Maybe I need to get a bit further into it. And then the last things we've got are some records. Adjust my seating position. So first up, bought these from a company called Black Screen Records, I want to say. Based in Germany, I believe. And they do some of their own, but then they have a lot of American company releases. I believe I Am 8-Bit, Mondo, I want to say, maybe American. And again, to import these is just too expensive. But when you're buying them on their website, it's not terrible. And normally what I do with records is I'll look on YouTube, listen to the record, unless I know I'm going to like it, Because I know I'm on like a group on Facebook and people just seem to buy it. If it's got a vinyl release, they'll just buy it just for the sake of it. I like, unless it's data disc, which I will probably just buy it anyway. I try and only buy what I want. So first up, and I didn't need to check this one because I know I wanted it because I know the soundtrack's good. It's Cockers Bad Fur Day vinyl. Just black vinyl, nothing special on these ones. But I think that's about €38, that one. So the exchange rate is a bit shit at the moment. The old Brexit affecting it. So that one was actually opened when I got it. I was just like, what? Someone going through it. Yeah, just black vinyl on that one. This one I listened to on YouTube for a bit. And then I was just like, I do quite like that. So I ended up buying it. And it's Viva Pinata. It's got a nice, like, textured, like, ribbed for pleasure. Viva Pinata. I think this is coloured, but I've not opened it yet. So yeah, nothing special. It's just sort of the same both sides. Again, this one's actually a bit of an indie release, a bit of an indie game. So double vinyl though. It is a great game. It's a point and click game. It's the music of the inner world. Double disc. I think this is coloured. I think it's pink and blue, maybe. But that is a great game. But that's one of their own releases. The other two I'm 8-bit, so they actually sent me a 20% off voucher to use, so that's quite nice because they've got Snatcher on there and I really want that vinyl. And there's a few others, but I'm sort of umming and ahhing. So the next one is a data disc one, and this is, I know I said I'll just buy every data disc release, but this one sort of, I did have to listen to this one on YouTube for a bit. At the end I just thought, oh, you know what, fuck it, it is a really good soundtrack in the game, so you'll see why I was umming and ahhing, because it's this big, is it, Okami box set. This is huge, 4 discs I believe. This is the limited edition one. It comes with like pink splodged, supposed to look like cherry blossom basically. Arrived in a huge box. The only thing which is annoying is one of the record sleeves, probably when they'll put it in this, they've creased the end of it like really bad, so I can live with that though. So this was $64.99, I think it was 70 with postage, so you can see why I was a bit umming and ahhing. Normally when they're 25 quid, it doesn't really matter, just sort of I just buy them, you know, because most of them ones just down there are my data disc, you can probably just see the top of them. I'll like every single one of them releases, but this one is a little bit more pricey. But yeah, it is a beautiful set because of a huge art book as well. So, and it is a great game. I think I've got the HD version of it. So yes, that is it. I probably forgot to mention something, and I'm late for an appointment. I'm late. I've got to get going, but I thought I'd just try and smash this video out quick. Hope everyone was doing well. Nice to meet everyone who was at Bristol, Blackpool, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.